Let's be real. Summer as a pet business owner can feel a little weird. Some of you are totally slammed with vacation bookings or daily dog walks, and others, it's crickets. You're refreshing your inbox wondering where did all the inquiries go? And it's a little bit of uncertain times right now. If you are in that second group, or even if you're just craving a little more consistency or freedom in your business this summer, this episode is for you. But first, let's take a deep breath. Summer slowdowns are totally normal. Instead of panic posting on social media or desperately adding more services or time slots to your plate, we're going to keep things simple. As a designer and marketer for pet businesses, I've seen firsthand how small but strategic updates to your online presence, but whether it be your brand, your website, and your client experience, can really make a big difference in how easily clients find and book you. So today I'm sharing 5 simple and strategic tweaks you can make this summer to help increase bookings, set yourself up for fall, and keep your business moving forward. These are the kinds of updates that are easy to implement and can quietly do the heavy lifting for you, not things that require launching something new or burning yourself out. Okay, let's get to it. Welcome, Petpreneur, to the Pet Marketing Unleashed podcast. I'm your host, Michaela Vargas, founder, designer, and educator behind Pet Marketing Unleashed. This podcast is all about growing your pet business without the stress. Here, you'll find episodes packed with actionable tips and advice for streamlining your online presence, avoiding burnout, and onboarding new clients while you're away from your desk or out with the dogs. So pop in those earbuds and learn stress-free marketing and website strategies with me while you head out on your next dog walk, pet sitting visit, drive to your next session, or just wherever your pet business takes you next. Let's dive in. All right, let's get into those 5 simple and strategic tweaks that you can make this summer. Number 1, refresh your website's first impression. Let's talk about first impressions because your homepage is like your business's storefront. And if it's not clear, compelling, or current, potential clients might be bouncing before they even know how awesome you are, and you have no idea that you're missing out on new clients because of it. So how do you know if your website needs a quick refresh? Here are a few signs. Your headline is something vague like, we're professional pet care providers, instead of something that actually speaks to your ideal client and what you offer. So an example of this would be like, reliable dog walking services in San Diego, so you can focus on work without the guilt, right? Something very specific, and you're addressing a specific pain point of your specific ideal clients. That's where niching down comes into play, and I highly recommend going back to my interview with Michelle Klein on talking about marketing and niching down, building momentum. It's such a good episode. Next, another sign is your photos are outdated, low quality, or not representative of your current brand or services. You want to make sure you have a picture of you and or your team performing services on your homepage so they can see the humanness behind your brand and start building trust with you. Another sign is that you're still showcasing services that you no longer offer or missing ones that you do. So make sure that all of the content itself is up to date. And lastly, there's no clear call to action telling your visitor what they need to do next. And we'll talk about this one more later on in the episode because this is huge. So in essence, you want to head to your homepage now and ask yourself, is it immediately obvious who I help and how? Would my dream client feel seen and confident landing on this page, like I can solve their problem? And does this reflect where my business is now, not just where I started? And if this feels overwhelming to you, we definitely can help with this one, obviously. With one of our website templates or our custom website design services, we have lots of resources and guidance for all of this as well throughout our blog and in our podcast. But even just 1 or 2 changes, like swapping out a photo, updating your service list, or rewriting slogan or H1 on your website can really help your site build trust faster and convert better and can actually make a difference. Because you don't realize the people that you're missing out on if you're getting that website traffic, but then you're not getting any inquiries. There's something missing or not, like there's like a disconnect. There's a disconnect between somebody landing on your website and actually taking that next step forward. And we want to really appeal to those people, bring them in, build that trust immediately so that they will be more likely to reach out to you. The next tweak that we have for you is to rework how you use social proof. We want to really tweak that to a storytelling perspective. If you're just copying and pasting a client quote from a Canva template and calling it a day, you're likely missing a big opportunity because people want to see transformation stories. They want to see what it's like to work with you and what changes when they do work with you, because that's what sells is the transformation. It's the story of what your client's life or business or dog behaviors look like before working with you and what changed after. And this works for all types of pet service businesses, whether you're a dog walker, a pet sitter, a groomer, trainer, or photographer. So instead of focusing on short testimonials, look for ways to tell the whole story, the whole transformation. And remember, you're not just selling a simple service. You're not selling just like a dog walk. Dig into what solution or feeling you're offering to your ideal dream client. So in a way to, how do you actually implement this is you can share a mini client journey in like a carousel post or story highlight. You can post a side-by-side before working with me versus after result. So you can do that easily for grooming services before and after. You can do that with leash pulling. So like before and after. You can do that with showing like an anxious dog or an anxious cat from like a cat sitting visit who is under a bed and won't come out to you till now. Like you're petting this cat and the cat's totally like chill and, enjoying life. So things like that can really show like, man, you can start up from this place. You're appealing to their like heartstrings of like, this is what they're dealing with right now. And here's what you can have once you work with me. You can also record a quick video or case study showing the client success. So showing the whole story. It's super effective because the whole point of a testimonial is people want to know, can they solve my problem of a situation that I'm dealing with right now through like you're reading. It's not just like, oh, these people are great, right? That doesn't really necessarily mean anything, right? What means something is, oh, this person was dealing with severe separation anxiety in their dog. I really feel like there's no solution. I'm not going to get my dog that doesn't have separation anxiety. But now look at this story. This dog trainer helped a person with even more severe separation anxiety than my dog has. Now you have that more confidence, you can build that trust, and now they want that same solution. They want to be where that other client is. They want to be on that other side. That's the power of storytelling. Okay, so like for a dog trainer, here's an example. So instead of pasting a testimonial that's like, hey, I highly recommend Wilson's dog trainers. They're the best. Consider telling a story of the client experience. So before working with Wilson's dog trainers, this client was stressed every time they went on a dog walk because he experienced so much reactivity and leash pulling. After 6 weeks of training, they are now walking calmly throughout their neighborhood and their confidence has totally shifted. We turned chaos into calm, and that's the kind of change that I want for every dog and human. Check out what our client had to say on the next slide, or check out like the before and after videos on the next slides, right? And then you have a slide that's like showing the reactivity before, and then a slide that's showing the reactivity afterwards, and then having a video testimonial of the client. Like these, while they can take more effort, do work wonders compared to just pasting in a Canva written testimonial. A lot of times people are like, well, those are the testimonials I get. They just say like, great job. I loved them, right? Something that can help you get some better testimonials that touch on the transformation is to ask specific questions. So instead of asking people for, hey, can I have a testimonial? Ask your clients to tell you a specific thing. So you can say, how did X go before working together and how is it now? Tell me how it was before working together and how it is after working together. And if you still have a testimonials only page on your website, it's really time to let it go. That is valuable website real estate, and most people will not click on that page because they are expecting you to just paste in testimonials that are positive. What you want to do is sprinkle hyper-relevant testimonials on your services pages, next to your inquiry buttons, or within your pricing section. You want to meet people where they're already paying attention on your website with information that is relevant to what they are reading on that page. For example, imagine the difference between putting an overnight care testimonial as number 8 on a testimonials page, just like listed there, versus having that testimonial near your overnight care section of the website. And it says something like, I was nervous to leave my senior dog overnight with anyone until I met Michaela. Not only did she send me updates and photos, but I came home to a calm, happy pup and I'll never use anybody else. Now, if somebody's on your website literally going through overnight care and they're like, man, I'm really stressed about this. Like, do I really want to hire a pet sitter to come overnight? Like, is this going to work? And then they read that. That's game changer. It's so different than just like, well, let me just head over to this testimonials page and see if they have good testimonials. Like they probably won't even really do that, right? That quote and that testimonial belongs right next to the information about what the testimonial is about, not hidden on a separate page. Because social proof is not about how great you are. It's about how great your client feels after working with you. And it's way more effective when it's specific, well-placed, and tells a story. So, my tangible tips for you on this one. Number 1, rehome your best testimonials into the service sections where they're most relevant and organically scatter them all throughout your website. Get rid of your testimonials review page. 2, spruce your feedback form to prompt your clients to share their transformation themselves. So don't just ask for a testimonial, ask them a specific question that helps guide you for sharing it on your blog or
on a testimonial on your services page or even sharing on social media and sharing the whole story. And 3, do not share just quote graphics. Share client success stories and transformations, and don't be afraid to write a little intro or summary to give context and highlight the whole transformation. Now, you don't have to do this every time. This is just my guidance and some tweaks to help increase those bookings. Number 3 for your tweak to make here. Add clear, consistent calls to action. It's really important to talk about call to actions. Your website should never leave a potential client asking, okay, but what do I do next? Am I supposed to call them? Am I supposed to email them? What do I do? Too often I see pet businesses with one little contact button hidden in the top navigation and that's it. But people don't always scroll. They don't always click around. They need a clear next step and they need to see it multiple times. You want to make the next step super obvious, whether that's booking a discovery call, filling out your inquiry form, or learning more about a service. Your call to action should be very clear. It should be repeated throughout your website on every important page at least once. And it should be visually distinct. Like it should be like in button form. It should have bold color. It should be very easily seen and very clearly a button for the next step. Some examples of this could be like check availability, book your free meet and greet, reserve your session, inquire about overnight care, walk my dog, create an account. Don't make people scroll to the bottom or hunt around for what they're supposed to do. You want to make it so easy for them to say yes. You ultimately want them to expend the least amount of brain calories to be able to move forward with you. Because if you create confusion, you create extra work for them, they're going to just be on to the next website. All right, number 4 on those tweaks to make for your business this summer is to get clear on what needs promoting the most right now. If you want to increase bookings, you got to be strategic. You don't just want to promote everything equally. You want to focus on what's driving the most revenue in your business and look at the data. You want to look at the data to find out what service brings in the bulk of your income. You want to look at what's currently underbooked or has open availability. You want to look at what would feel good to do more of in this season. Maybe it's travel care services in the summer. Maybe it's daily dog walking openings for a new neighborhood. Maybe it's that training package that you want to book more consistently. Then look at your site and your content. Is that particular service clearly featured? Is there a specific call to action pointing to it? Is it easy to understand who it's for? And if you're not sure which marketing is even driving the leads, go back and listen to previous episode 18, where I share how to track what's actually working so you can stop wasting time on things that do not move the needle for you. Strategic marketing starts with knowing what you're working toward and making sure that your online presence reflects it. Because a lot of times when people are struggling in seasons like this, it's like, everything's 10% off. So just book one of our services. We want to, we're dog walkers and we're pet sitters and we do this and this and this and this. But now it's become really diluted, right? We want to be like, okay, I've noticed that people are booking more dog walking services right now. And this is what's, brings in the most of our revenue right now. How can we promote more of that, right? Or if you're like, we have a lot of availability for pet sitting and we need to fill that gap because all our dog walkers are booked, then pivot to the pet sitting. But you just want to figure out like, where's the money going right now? What capacity do I have? How can I adjust my marketing as a result, right? Don't just say, oh my gosh, we need to grow the business. So like promote everything. We want to be really strategic with what we're promoting, making sure that it's clear and upfront everywhere what you're promoting the most right now as a result. So it's okay to focus in and dial in and promote certain services rather than just promoting the business as a whole. All right, our last tweak for the season is to use the summer slowdowns to strategically prep for fall and holiday booking season. If you are in a slower season right now, this is the time to think ahead. Because once the fall and holiday rush hits, you're not going to have as much time to fix things. You'll be too busy responding to inquiries, managing bookings, or navigating last-minute holiday requests. So it's time to use this time wisely. Businesses fluctuate, right? So in the times of slow, we need to prepare for the times of really busy. So here are a few strategic ways to prep your business for an upcoming busy season. You can create a clear plan for what offers you're going to promote and when, using urgency, seasonality, and sales psychology to guide it. So create a marketing plan, create a plan for what you're going to promote in the future and what you need to get ahead of. You can also plan seasonal content and blog posts to drive traffic. So you can do things like planning a book early campaign with limited holiday availability to get those bookings to come in for people can book ahead of time for the holiday season and start getting their brain going on planning their holiday travels and when they need to book, because obviously they need to do that early. You can prep your social content in advance. Just getting ahead will be so helpful when it's slower instead of doing this in a rush during the holidays. You can also refresh your onboarding process to be able to take on more clients. So is your inquiry form collecting the right information? Is there anything else that you can adjust for that? And that's something I actually, future podcast topic idea is contact forms, because I think they're really important. But making sure that you're collecting all of the right information that you need to be collecting, zip code, where they found you, any of the necessary information in order for you to get what you need for the next steps. Do you have an automated confirmation email or welcome message once they submit that form? Super important. Are you still manually sending contracts and invoices or next steps to these people? Now is the time to build or refine your onboarding workflow. It's super important to get your process efficient and automated as possible so that when busy happens, you aren't like forgetting things, you're not letting people down, you're not stressed, you have the capacity to take on more now because you're saving time, you're not doing all these things manually. Super important if you are in a slower season of business to get these systems up so that you have the capacity to take on more when your marketing starts working, when things start getting busier. Another thing you can do is to refresh your services pages and make sure that your availability is clearly stated. Or if you have a date that you want to add text that says, we're now booking for Thanksgiving and December travel care or something like that, just to kind of help build urgency and get some bookings in. And make sure that your holiday rates are visible on your website if you have them. Another thing you can do is optimize for local SEO. If you want more inquiries in the fall, now is the time to start showing up because SEO momentum takes time to build. This summer, you can focus on updating your on-page SEO settings and making sure that your website is SEO optimized so that you can start showing up in the searches and start seeing more traffic come fall to get those holiday bookings and to get more into that busy season rather than staying in that summer slowdown. And we teach all of this when it comes to SEO inside of our SEO course, which you can find at petmarketingunleashed.com/SEO-course. And I'll link that, of course, in the show notes as well. And another thing, you can prep for a rebrand or a website update to launch ahead of the busy season, and we can be there to help you with that. Like subtle plug there. I feel like slow times are really you want to make sure that you're using time in your business well. Use this time to make sure your business and your website are ready to capture those dream clients when the inquiries start rolling in. So even if you don't feel busy right now, this season can be incredibly valuable. You can either wait for things to pick back up, or you can use this time to fine-tune what's working, simplify your process, make space for more aligned clients in the months ahead. And if you're thinking, okay, I want to do some of this stuff, but I don't want to do it alone, that's what we're here for. So we have a blogging course that helps you build that foundation and create posts that can help actually drive traffic to your website. Our SEO course can help you show up in local searches before things get busy. And our website templates are built to convert. If you want it handled fast, we also have VIP days to get that website template customized and launched in just one day, which is awesome. So you can get all this stuff done in slow time so that when it starts to pick back up, you have things set up that drive more traffic, that help you actually convert, that help you get the onboarding going faster and more efficiently so that you have the capacity to continue that scaling and continue that growth because you have the systems in place already. Okay, so there you have it. The 5 simple strategic ways to boost bookings during the summer slowdown without burning yourself out or reinventing the wheel. These are super small shifts, but they can have major ripple effect in how your business shows up, how clients experience you, and how confidently they say yes to working with you. Slower seasons do not mean that something's wrong with your business. We all have slow seasons. There's a lot of uncertainty going on, I feel like, in the world right now. People are not buying as much right now. So things are a little bit weird. We don't just want to say, okay, well, I'm failing as a business owner. No, we want to pivot. We want to figure out, okay, well, what's going on? What can I prepare for? Because this isn't going to last forever, right? Whether it's uncertainty and a weird season, or if it's just a slow summer. Slow seasons don't mean anything's wrong with your business. They are opportunities and super valuable ones to zoom out, get intentional, and focus on the parts of your brand and website and online presence and systems and automations that actually move the needle. You don't need to add more to your plate to start booking more clients. Sometimes it's about making the things you already have, like your messaging, your website, your process, work harder for you. So let's recap real quick on the 5 tips that we covered. Number 1, refresh your website's first impression and speak directly to your ideal client. This is done through photos. It's done through updating the copy. It's through updating the branding. You want to make sure that whatever is immediately on your homepage, what we call above the fold, so before they start scrolling, you want to make sure that that resonates with your ideal dream clients. Number 2, rethink how you share testimonials. Lead with story and transformation where you can, and tweak and adjust where your testimonials are on your website. Number 3, make your call to actions clear and consistent across your website and content. You want them super bold, super clear what to do next, and you want them on every single important page of your website at least once. Number 4, get clear on what needs promoting the most. It's time to look at data. And if you don't have those systems up, this is a great time to get those systems set up so you can start to track. Don't forget to go back to episode number 18 where we talk about this, or start looking at the data of revenue. Where's your revenue coming from? If you can use those numbers, you can start to tweak what needs promoting the most in this season so that you're not just blanket promoting your business with no results. And number 5, use this slow season to prep for fall more strategically. Remember, quiet seasons are not wasted seasons. They are opportunities to clean things up behind the scenes and position your business for the busy months ahead. And if you want support with any of this, if you're ready to refresh your site, simplify your onboarding, or finally show up on Google in time for the holidays, we've got you. You can check out our services, templates, courses, or VIP days at petmarketingunleashed.com, or a course below in the show notes, or you can just reach out to us and we'll help point you in the right direction with what makes the most sense for you in your current season of business. Here's to making your summer season strategic, not stressful, and to building a pet business that works for you even when things slow down and things are just plain weird. Okay, that's pretty much it. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for hanging out. I super appreciate you being here, and cheers to a summer that supports you and your business. Whether it's busy, whether it's slow, you've got this.
Thanks for listening all the way to the end. I appreciate you being here, and if you enjoyed this episode, which I think you did because you're still here with me, then I want to invite you to check out our website templates over at petmarketingunleashed.com/shop. As a podcast listener, I know you're serious about taking your pet business to the next level, and your website is a crucial piece to making that happen. After all, your website is more than a digital business card. It's your virtual assistant, your marketing person, your booking manager, and it should be working for you around the clock, bringing in clients, saving you time, and growing your business. Our Pet Marketing Unleashed website templates are not just pretty. They're also strategically designed for your type of business, built with search rankings in mind, and are truly easy to customize so you can launch a successful website and streamline your operations. You'll also get access to our signature course that shows you how to write website copy like a pro, do foundational SEO, and set up your tech. So with a few clicks to customize, you have absolutely everything you need for a website that stands out from the pack. And as a thank you for being a loyal podcast listener, you can use the code PMUPodcast at checkout to get 10% off your website template. Again, that's PMU Podcast for 10% off your template. If you're ready to elevate your website and make it work as hard as you do, head over to petmarketingunleashed.com/shop and explore all our templates. Also, if you love this episode, sharing it with a fellow preppreneur or leaving a review and rating is a great way to support this podcast and keep it running. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll be back soon with a new episode.